My granny has shared so many really good lessons with me, but one in particular I want to share with you guys today, and it's just the importance of being present. Every time we talk, she'll start telling me a story, and there are several times I'm sitting there listening to her and I'm wondering, where is she going with this? But every single time, somehow, it ends up being exactly what I needed in that moment. And she'll always say, like, oh, I wasn't even planning on going there or sharing that, but God led me there. And what that has helped me realize is why it is so important to be present so that you don't miss a moment. I don't know about you guys, but I'm constantly on hustle mode, always on go, thinking about what I'm doing next, thinking about later, tomorrow, always planning. Although I think that can be great, it also can rob you of a moment. But because of my granny, now I'm actually aware of it. And when you're aware of something, you can choose a different behavior. For me, when I'm going about my day-to-day, I am in hustle mode. I'm thinking about getting to my next delivery. I'm thinking about just whatever it is. Sometimes I'll miss a part of a conversation because my mind is going somewhere else and I'm trying to bring it back. If you can relate to that, let me know. But one story in particular I want to share with you right now, and maybe over time I'll share a couple of my other interactions with you guys. Because I've learned to do this, I see the value and the beauty in every interaction that I have. The people in my life have probably heard this story, but it's the time I met Santa. And he's actually Santa. Like, that's Santa right there, and it says, I was Santa Claus. But the reason why I want to share this one in particular with you is that you never know what you can give or gain in an interaction. The first thing I want to start off by saying is that we never know why someone is doing something. We can rob ourselves of an opportunity by our assumptions. I'm coming out of Wawa. The way I was positioned, the way I was parked, when I come out, there's a guy, Santa, who's like checking out my van. His back is to me, which is great. I'm glad I saw him before he saw me. But you don't know why someone's checking out your vehicle, and it's a big vehicle. I had to kind of walk past him to get into it, so my back would be to him. Like, I'm thinking of all these things as I'm approaching. I said hello to, like, I see you, you see me. And then I was proceeding to get in the van, and then I think that's when he started asking me questions about the van. So the whole time I'm having all these preconceived ideas. I'm scoping him out. Why is he scoping out my van? The whole time he's thinking about getting a vehicle like this and using it to travel, which is what I want to do, but not the point. We ended up talking for a very long time. It was a great conversation. But at some point in that conversation, I mentioned his beard, because he had a very nice beard. And that was where the Santa Claus thing came. But anyway, we're talking about the van, talking about travel, talking about so many things. Exchanged business cards. And I don't have my old business card with me. What he told me about the business card was the lesson that I needed. I don't want to tell you the gems that he gave me, because that was my interaction. But my point is, if you take the time to have these interactions for yourself, you'll get the nuggets, Had I gone about that differently, I wouldn't have learned what I learned in that moment, and we wouldn't have had the exchange that we had. If you take anything away from this, you never know what you could be for somebody or what somebody could be for you. But all right, you guys have a great day.